We know we are sure we are rainbow youth. Rainbow, rainbow.
So someone said that I've met young people. You know, these questions are questions that young people said. Yeah. So someone said I'm very skillful in different things, and I decided to make money from it. Now the question is, how do I balance it together with my studies? The person is very skillful in different things. There is studies and all that, but she doesn't know how to strike a balance. So how does this person strike a balance?
Okay, like my CEO rightly said earlier, you have to set priorities.
Yeah.
What matters most as a young person, as a student, in fact, you should know your study is very, very important. It's paramount at the moment. So you should pay more focus on your studies while you also try to put your hands in businesses. Yes. So set priorities, try to balance it, and the heaven is your starting point.
Okay, so set priorities, try to balance your priorities.
Yes.
If it's too exalted, what it means is list out the things that you are the things about the business, list out the thing that has to do with your academics, strike a balance. That is what it marry both of them. That is what it means. Let your academics not suffer because you're pursuing business. And let the business not dwindle, not go down because of academics. Try to balance. That's a 360-degree leader. You balance every aspect of your life. So this person says that how do I know the kind of business to start? I have the money or I have the resource. But how do you advise that teenager there that is watching you to know the kind of business they should start? Because there are different businesses. So which business should they start? Adrian.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma. There's this saying that says, it goes, if you want to hide something from a black man, hide it in books. Hide it in different...
I beg to differ. We read now. Black people, we read.
Okay, I made that quote.
No, I understand. I just played.
I want to use it to settle my point. Research, okay? There are lots of companies that spend billions of naira making research. Research is how you stay dominant in the business world. So if you're not making research, trying to know new ways where you can be creative, how to do something that would, make you stand out from your competitors, then you will go stale. All right, so do research. Now, how do you do research? There are different platforms you can use to do research. A lot of young people have Facebook, have Instagram, have Google, but they don't use it to do anything reasonable, just to chat.
Even YouTube is there.
Yes, so make research with this search engines, make research with these platforms. Look for skills. There are new skills like digital marketing, affiliate marketing, coding. These are different businesses you can venture into. Okay, it's one thing to know how to do something, and it's another thing to learn how to do that thing. So you might think you know all, but you really don't know all. You have to learn how to do it. So make research, and keep building yourself up in knowledge, because I don't think anyone that has fresh knowledge can ever be inexhaustible. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You did justice to that question. So I want to ask, some people will tell you, I don't have money to start this business. What is the first thing to starting a business, a company? What is the first thing?
You mustn't have money to start a business.
Exactly.
I started this whole fashion thing without a dime. Considering my present state, I know I don't have.
Okay.
But you mustn't have the money to start.
Okay.
Don't start from the mentality, your mind.
Your mind?
You can start as a middleman.
Okay.
Yes. What do you have? What's your service? What's your product? Okay, this is your product. Do you want this? Okay, you want it. I'll start. Then you give me my cash, and that's business for you.
Okay.
I'm the middleman there. So you mustn't start with money. You mustn't start with cash. You can start with services. Yes, you can start with services. Of recent, I came to realize that I can actually go into cleaning services. Yes, because I rendered a cleaning service for a friend. And I, whoa, friend, so you can actually do this. Come on, add this to your business. And I'm into cleaning services. So you mustn't start with cash, you mustn't start with money.
Okay, so you start with the idea.
The idea, what idea do you have? What do you have in mind? Do you have an idea that's sellable? Do you have something to offer? Do you have a service that you can offer? What can you bring to the table? That's just how it is.
You want to add something to that? Okay.
Yeah, if you keep saying you don't have money, you won't learn that skill.
True.
That's
So
true.
just got to go and look for something that you actually can do. From there, you start learning almost won't do.
Okay, I'm going to ask this question. See, this person says, how do I sell my skills digitally, strategically, to make money from it? Because some people have skills, but they have not started making money from it. So how would they sell it digitally? That's, digitally, online, and then strategically, so that they can make cool money from it? All of you answer, so you just try to make your points, hit it, so that the next person can answer.
Okay, I'll start. First of all, you need to know your content. Know exactly what you're made of, alright? Because if you don't know what you're capable of doing, you can't really sell your skills, alright? You can't tell me that, okay, you're a good marketer, you sell this, you sell that, and then you can't sell those skills to me. You have to know how to sell it in a way that people would feel like, oh, this is really value, okay? Because you are your brand. You sell yourself first. People buy you first before they buy your products. So you must be able to sell yourself, sell your content to the public. So if you don't know what you're made of, if you don't know the capacities, the things that you can actually do, you will not be able to sell your skills.
Okay, so content is very important.
Okay, start with your friends. They should know what you do. Basically, all my friends, though are around me, know I'm a fashion consultant. I consult for all of them. Yes, the way I dress, what I always post on my handles, make them understand that this person is into fashion. Yes, you come out, you can't come out and what they see is something different from what. Yes, be your brand.
Be your brand.
Yes, that's the be your brand. Start from there. Influence everybody that you come across. Tell them this is what I do. This is what I do. Don't go into a conversation without telling them what you do.
True.
Tell them what you do. Are you into catering? This is what I do. Are you a fashion consultant? This is what I do. Are you a fashion designer? This is what I do. Tell them what you do. Start with your friends. Influence them. Then go over to your handles on social media. Use all your platforms. Use all. Yes, use all.
Okay, Joy.
Alright. Well, for me, I would say look for your targeted audience and create an intriguing and captivating content. Be a container that have a great content inside its continent. Don't just see anybody and drop your skills. Look for someone that needs it. If you're a photographer, look for people that want to read. Those ministers that want to set up program, try to cover their programs at a less discounted rate. From there, you start building yourself, you start selling your skills. You don't pay any professional case you say that they're really prospering. You ought to search and look for those people that want to do those. Also, make use of social media like Facebook, just like my colleagues say, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp. You advertise a product there. Someone that really wants it can, contact you and you offer your service. That is it.
Okay. So you must have a content, and then you must also have a target audience. You don't just sell your products radically like that. You must have a target audience. The people you know will need this. Okay. And another thing I need to mention is consistency. Consistency is very vital, very important to your growth, to your development, to you increasing, and to you being relevant, to you making impact, to you making money. Because I see a lot of young people today, they are this bottle, tomorrow they are this chair, next tomorrow they are raw. They are not consistent. I'm not saying you shouldn't multitask, but even in multitasking, you're not consistent. People cannot say this is what we know Prince for. Let them know you for something that this is your brand, this is your genuity, this is your field, because when you're consistent, it makes you to grow. It makes you to become a pro, like she said. So try to be consistent. At the beginning, I know one thing about business. At the beginning, it doesn't look smooth.
Exactly.
Nothing starts and looks very smooth. Even whether it's ministry, whether it's skill, whether it's your company, it doesn't start broad, big, already made. But with consistency, patience is also a virtue. All those are the things they need. People didn't mention patience. You need to be patient. Patiently build it one step at a time. Focus. Very important. Do not lose focus. And when we talk about focus, it means that we have a place where we want to get to. Yes. So No matter the hurdles you meet, you just keep hitting the future because you believe that the future will speak of yesterday. So you don't lose focus. Just continue building it gradually. Okay. So make use of, like what they said, make use of social media platforms. Your social media platform is not to do selfie,
Not just selfies.
to pout. No, make use of your social media platform because the world is now so digitalized that you can't just sit at home and expect that somebody will know what you do.
Yeah.
No, even your friends, see all your friends that visit you. No, how many people can visit you? So make use of social media platform. Don't go there and only post pictures. Post pictures of what you do. It could be you in what you do, but give it a beautiful write-up. By the time you do it for 3 months, people will start knowing you for that thing.
Exactly.
That's what it means to have brand. That's what it means to be consistent. They start knowing that this is what you do. And then the people that need it will start patronizing it because they truly need it. So we'll soon be running. So someone says, I think we've answered this question. Look, she said, I have a job, but I'm not being well paid, given that I am a student. He was asking, what other means can income flow in for me? He's working as a student. Maybe he's doing part-time, and then he's working, but he's not well paid because maybe it's, these jobs that would need you to be a graduate before they will pay you well. Okay, so he's asking that what other means of income can flow in through me. I think we've answered that question. We haven't. All the things you are saying are the other means of income now. Develop a skill. They are all related. Develop a skill. It's a skill. Okay, there's more.
There's still some things I can add.
Alright.
I know there's this idea. It's called the 7 streams of income. Okay, so it's not only selling your skills, it's not only selling skills that you can use to make this income. Now I'm going to list 7 of them. Alright. Okay, the first one is end income. And that's the aspect of getting a job. That's the aspect we're trying to do with here. So that's off the list. But it's actually a way of getting income, end income. You get a job and you are being paid. Another one is profit income. It's earned by selling something for more than it costs. So if you are doing maybe a business, all right, and maybe let's say you have a job but you have a side skill you're doing too, and maybe you lost your job but they're not paying you well, and you have the skills, or you don't have the skills but you have something you can monetize. You can sell it for more than it costs. You can sell it for more than the original price, more than the normal price you know. If it's a product that is scarce and you know that it's something that people demand it very well, you can chip in that strategy by selling it for more than it costs and start making income for yourself. Another one is rental income. All right, this is an income where you rent out an asset. You may have something that someone is maybe someone into a business needs. It's something that maybe you might not even think that is has value. You can actually sell it and make income from that. And the last one I would like to say is royalty income. Some of us, our ideas, like we say, your ideas is where wealth is. Okay, right. So you have ideas. Sell your ideas to brands and companies. People are looking for ways to improve. You have the idea. Maybe you might not really know how to do it, and even in the process, you might develop yourself.
That's what it means to be a brand consultant.
Yes. So you sell your ideas, sell it to them, help them improve, and get paid. These are ways to earn income. You don't really need to only have a job and have a skill. All right. So I think with this,
well said. So these are different ways that you can earn an income. Do you know that, like she said, there was a time somebody wrote a very beautiful script and the person took it. The person cannot sponsor the script. So the person took it and they to a film house. They bought the script and paid her royalty. That's the last one she mentioned. That's royalty. So you can also make money. Okay, so this one is saying, okay, I want to be financially secure, but every business I've tried failed. What could be the problem?
Okay, I think I should answer that question. Patience and consistency. Visions don't really come out fully formed. As time continues, in subsequent time, it unveils. So you have to be consistent and you have to be patient. Secondly, maybe you've not really ventured into the right business. Yes, maybe you've not really ventured into it. You just want to do it because I want to do it. Others are doing it. They are making profits. The motive, what's the motive behind you going into a business? What's your motive? Is the motive impact, or you just want to make profit? That's why sometimes you see, I'm putting my hands on this thing and it's not working out. You feel it's not. Are you really doing what you want? Are you really doing what you love? Are you really doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Second, just be consistent. If you are doing the right thing, be consistent. It might not be clear.
Yeah.
It might not be clear, but in subsequent time, it will be clearer than you think.
Yeah, that's why the Bible says write the vision that make
Make
it
it
just
plain.
keep writing it. Okay, another thing, one of you mentioned about this scarcity, scarce commodity or scarcity, this principle of scarcity. Another thing is most times we tend to go reach out for the things that are very far. Sometimes around you, you notice that there are things that are very scarce. There are goods, there are things, businesses or services that are very scarce. Okay, I remember those days in the university. I noticed on this. I just noticed that it's not really scarce, but I know that everybody wears on this. Everybody wear on this now. So I went into that business. And another thing is I noticed that people want their children to be healthy. So I was in the soybeans. I was doing with my mother and my sister. They will do the production. I have the talking grace. I sell. I was using it to pay my way through school. But it was something that I noticed my lecturers, mothers, fathers, they like it. But they want to look healthy and they want their children to be healthy. So what am I trying to say here? You can also go into, for this person that is looking for business, what are the scarce commodities around you? What are the scarce services around you? It could be that big houses around you, they need cleaners. They need somebody that can be cleaning their houses. You can mobilize and go and clean the house of a man. They will pay you well. It doesn't demean you. It doesn't reduce you. Okay, because I noticed that young people, they kind of have things that they want to venture into and things they don't want to venture into. That's pride at work. If you want to look at impact, that's service, impact and money together, and that's to be successful, then you will go down, you come low to look out for the things that you can do that will also be fetching the money. The money, if service is your end product that you want to sell, you want to make impact, the money might not be coming immediately.
Exactly.
So we're not here to tell you that once you do it, you start making money. I don't think when you started, except you're there for profits.
True.
And this is not a business meeting, so we can't be talking more of profit. We're talking of how you can be enterprising as a teenager, as a godly teenager, how you can make impact. And then on the long run, it just starts paying you gradually. Okay, so now we're going to look at how can the church, how can the church encourage financial security, financial independence, financial growth amongst young people before we look at the school. Because we are all, whether we like it, we're all church people, and we're proud to say we're church people.
Christians.
We're not saying that Rainbow is a church. What we mean by we're church, we're Jesus people.
Exactly.
We're Christians. Not that Rainbow it is a church, no. But how can the church, the house of God, encourage financial independence, financial buoyancy amongst youths, amongst young people? Right. Everybody wants that. Okay. We all have our answers to that because we all are Christians.
Okay. I would like by first of all starting by saying charity begins at home. Alright, the church is the home. And most of these young persons that you see venture into vices these days, it's not because maybe they don't have the money. It's actually because they don't have the encouragement from the people that mean a lot to them, the people that should push them. So I would like to say that the church can actually come up with a medium, more like a skill aside, like it's a skill acquisition, something that can go on
A business development trainings.
Skill acquisitions, programs, business-minded programs that can enrich these young people to, encourage them that they have something inside of them and they should not just allow it die. They should go beyond what they have and become financially secure. So I think if they come up with these programs and then give them an avenue where maybe when they put these things to practice, they can actually advertise it, patronize these people, patronize these young persons, give them the encouragement that they need. I think it would really help a long way.
Okay.
Yeah. Like she said, skill acquisition. Then for those who are into the business already, you need to encourage them. You need to tell them bluntly, this is what it is. You will not start making profits at once. You have to be patient. You have to be steadfast. You just have to keep going. Just keep giving them the word of advice that they need. Keep teaching them. Keep giving them the skill acquisition programs.
Okay, yeah. Joy, before I summarize it.
Churches nowadays should be able to bring out programs like seminars, business seminars, and conferences to talk about more business. And also they should also set aside merchants and committees for financially stable to help the youth and teenagers be financially free from any troubles or difficulties.
Okay, the church should be intentional about the financial independence of young people. We should not encourage young people to be idle. We should not encourage young people to be lazy. We should not encourage young people, teenagers, young adults to be lousy. This is what has led to what the society is today. Young people now have this entitlement mentality. You just feel you're entitled to everything. No, we should encourage young people to work. So money should not be an abomination that cannot be discussed in the church. Because we need money to run our lives. We need money to do everything. As long as you're breathing, you need money. There's nobody that survives with water. Is it not money used to buy the water? So we need money. Financial lectures should be something that should be inculcated in the church, in the teachings, business seminars, financial programs. When we hold youth and teenagers week, what do we teach them? Not only spiritual. We don't use prayer to eat food. We don't use prayer to wear clothes. We don't use prayer to maintain morality. Because sometimes it's no money that makes young people to go astray.
No.
So when you hold the youth and teenagers week, please bring a financial instructor, an investor, to teach young people on areas they can invest. Areas they can invest that can fetch money, something that will keep them busy, services that they can offer, and they would, be paid for it.
Thank you so much.
You've heard from young people. Over time it looks like it was men, our daddies and mommies that come to discuss business, that come to discuss investment. Yes, we didn't really get into investment because it's not an investment discussion, but what we just wanted to do today is to tell you that you can be financially independent. That it must not just be, I am only a student, I am only awaiting JAMB, I am only dependent on my parents, I'm only dependent on my uncle. That you too can be sending money to your parents. It's as simple as that. You too can be taking care of some of your needs without your parents knowing it. And what we're saying is, it's not to do it the wrong way. You can use your hands to make money the right way. And we established that you get into business, you start up a company or start up a small business, not because you want to make profits. The first thing that should be at the back of your mind, that should be pressing you, that should be pushing you, is to make impact. Because we can preach the gospel anywhere. In the marketplace, in the church, anywhere you find yourself is your marketplace. So whatever thing you can do, whatever the hands find it to do it with all diligence. So whatever you can do it with diligence. And diligence requires that you make impact. Okay? So get out of your comfort zone. You can clean the house, you can cook. I used to make soup for my husband's colleagues. I was paid for it. I make soup, I make jollof rice because I'm very good at those two things. I make them and I sell. Okay? You can do it. I wasn't saying, I'm somebody's wife, I can't do that, I can't be anybody's house girl. Really? I do it. I make those things and I sell. And I did it too in the university. Some people didn't know. I was paid. They would call me, I beg, I won't make yours cross. So where I lived, I was doing it. Okay, so you can actually make money, but with dignity. Yes. We're making impact. So let what is at the back of your mind is, I am tired of begging. Are you not tired of begging recharge card? Tired of begging transportation fare? Tired of begging money for hair? You can even be sponsoring somebody. So use your phone. You have phone, then you can make millions. Yes. Use your phone, search out for skills that can pay you, especially young people. Some of these skills are age rated. They will say not beyond this age. You are young, it's within your age range. Because if those of us that are in our 30s, they will just tell you it's for people between this and this. and you just, because we can't tell lies now, even if we look 10, we can't tell lies, but there are skills within that you can make money. Affiliate marketing now, young people are making money.
Yes.
Even this networking, you can make money. You can sell a lot of things, even copywriting.
Yes.
Freelance writing, you can make a lot of money. Even cleaning services, different kinds of cleaning services, whether it's, we can make money. So come out and make money and be a voice. Because whether we like it or not, money makes you look good and makes you have a voice.
Exactly.
If you don't have money, you can't talk. When people are talking, you can't talk, you can't look good. You can't even pay offerings and tithes.
Yeah.
How can you pay offering when you don't have money? Every time you're begging for transport, you can't even have self-worth. Because there's something that you came here by yourself, you paid your transport, you to an extent you can direct your life. Not that you're directed outside Jesus, but it makes you being a believer very beautiful. You can just stay and decide to love on Jesus with your money, and not when your parents send you money. And you can relieve your parents too. When I went to university, I didn't put pressure on my mother because I was doing different things. I can't remember my mom paying my school fees other than my church. I was doing different things that was keeping me going, So get up, young boy, get up, young girl. This discussion is to get you on your toes, to make you know that this was, I didn't bring people that are not doing it. I brought people that are already practicing it, so that you can hear from them. If it's Auntie it looks like Auntie is a woman now, but this one's at your age grade, and they are practicing your peers. So get up and do something. Don't sit idly. And another thing before we leave is, all these are my waiting job. What is our waiting job? I don't know if is there a career called a waiting job. You just ask them. I meet young people. I say, what do you say about a waiting job? There's nothing called a waiting job. Get busy. Yeah, jam bites. Get busy. Get busy. She is not yet in the university, but what she has done, somebody in the university cannot even do it. She's making money. She's investing. She's broad in knowledge. Go for knowledge, right knowledge. Put it into practice, and then you conquer the world. God bless you. Thank you for listening to us. This was brought to you from the stables of Rainbow Youth Ministry. Thank you for staying out to listen to us. We have beautiful videos too in the description box on our YouTube channel, where you can watch other videos. So from my son, my dapping son, and Amazons of daughters, we say thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
We know we are sure we are rainbow.